All right, welcome to the Wally Show Precast here as we get to some of the stuff we did not get to on the show. And as always, we are Facebook Living this. So if you want to see what we look like, which is a treat.
Not today.
Especially Bekah today because she has egg on her hair.
It my hair stands up on its, like when I pull it up, look at that. Look how crunchy that is.
You smell
So
terrible.
gross. I'm sure I do. I can't smell anything because my nose is so stuffed up. It's kind of a gift.
That is a treat for you today.
Blissfully unaware.
Yeah, so you'll hear about this later in the show. We did a contest involving some eggs, and Bekah came out the worst out of this thing. And
Because
then
I have hair.
Yes.
If Zach had hair.
Why
you gotta go there?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, that's true. Zach had it all over his scalp, but I will say your scalp looks fantastic.
Well, I shampooed with dish soap, which I didn't know that would work, but
That's a good idea.
It doesn't rinse very well. But.
I didn't think that would probably be a good thing for me to do at work.
Yeah,
right?
probably not.
No.
Yeah. So yeah, you'll want to hear that later on in the podcast as well. But again, you can see it if you search Wally Show on Facebook. We have that up for you as well as this too. So all right, let's get to a couple things here. A minute ago, we were talking about Heaven's Fire. My band from the 80s. Yeah, we were. Bekah and I were. And
He died for
yeah, because we were listening to a promo and they were making fun of me. But it gets stuck in your head, and it dawned on me. I'm like,
she's a desperate lady.
Yeah, see, you know it. You know the songs already, and we haven't played a whole lot of the band on there. We've played snippets of a couple songs, but we haven't really done an album spotlight yet. You know, where we've gone through and I've talked about the emotions behind each song and what was going on, and I think we should set that up at some time and maybe even like do a full-blown video of this moment, and maybe I wish I could do an acoustic performance.
It's what all three Heaven's Fire fans are demanding.
You're absolutely right.
That's a lot.
Well, Wally, his mom.
Yeah.
I'm one.
But yeah, exactly. But you know what? I could sell out a cruise. DC Talk hasn't even done that. So
They didn't sell out yet?
no.
Really?
The Jesus Freak cruise, to the best of my knowledge, last time I checked, it had not sold out yet, which I'm surprised. I know there's a lot of backlash, and I thought it was ridiculous. I remember when they first announced the cruise, we had Toby on, and I was talking to his manager, and she was nervous about it. I'm like, why are you nervous? This is going to be so great. People will love this. Not so much. There were a lot of people that were really mad. Like, it's a reunion, and you're not going to tour, so I can't see it because I can't go on this cruise, and you got to be rich to go on a cruise. And I'm like, I thought it was a good first step. I get it. It's not a tour, but there are people that can't afford to go to concerts either. So someone would be mad about that tickets are $40. I can't take my family. You know, there's always going to be an element of that. But I was surprised at the pushback that they got.
Yeah, but I mean, the price of a concert compared to the price of a cruise is...
Oh yeah, I know, but I just figured there would be enough people that would pay for that to see this possible once in a lifetime thing. Who knows if they're ever gonna do a tour or not? Like, I would think that there was such people clamored for this for so long. I really felt that it would be a sellout within days, and so I think everyone was surprised that it didn't. You know, but
so much that I'm fact checking to see.
Are you really? Yeah, see if it's sold out, because the last I heard it was like 80-something%, 85.
98% sold out.
Okay, so they're close now.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's true. That's not bad though too for a cruise. It takes time because people have to book those things and plan on them, and you can't just make that decision in a day.
And does that sold out mean that like the 2% left might be like the super uber duper rooms that people don't want to pay for?
Oh, I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's hard too to sell probably because so many people are wanting to go to Alaska
That's
the next
true.
week with Wally.
That's
and
right.
Betty.
Yeah, and that one's not sold out either, surprisingly. And it's going to be a great cruise. I'll tell you this. Okay, so now you get Toby on that cruise with the and DC Talk. 100%, I get that. That's great. But the Alaska cruise is a better cruise because they're going to float around and go to like the Bahamas and stuff like that, which is wonderful.
Yeah, that cruise is going to float as opposed to the other one.
Yes. We're going to spend time in Alaska, which is fantastic. It's a longer cruise. It's more of a cruise with, like, that's more of a concert with a cruise. This is more of a cruise with a concert for King and Country. And Betty Rock, myself, Carlos, and Brant. If you're a Brant fan, if you listen to his show at all, and he's going to be there too. Okay, thank you. Betty or Bekah's leaving to blow her nose. And so I think the Way FM cruise is really cool. And you can or you should get the Way FM app because then you can take us wherever you go and you can stream our show live and the information's in there as well.
Will you be able to see Russia from your cabin?
I will actually. I've
That's
been guaranteed that.
Pretty fantastic.
I got the Russia side view. I paid extra for that. All right, so back to Heaven's Fire. There's a song that we did not really play a lot of. That if here's what we'll do. Since we're Facebook Living this as well, if we get 3 people that say yes, I want to hear the song, like to comment quickly, we'll go ahead and play a little bit of it.
But you have to comment with the lit emoji.
Yes, yes, exactly. So we'll give you just a minute on that because this would be the ballad, the power ballad that every
it's
80s
so
band had to have.
slow.
No, so slow
Takes
and good.
forever.
How do you cook brisket? How do you cook brisket and ribs?
Slow.
Low and slow. That's right. And you love brisket and ribs. Same
Yeah.
concept with the music.
I
Oh.
love fried chicken.
Low and
That
slow.
fast. Nope.
We only have one lit so far.
Oh, well, then we're not going to
So,
play it. Then
yep.
we're not going to
Oh,
play
people
it.
are saying
People have
no,
spoken.
even.
Yeah.
Thank you.
People are going out of the
Wow.
way.
Faith in humanity is
Oh
restored.
my goodness, I did not see that coming. Okay, well, we will bump on here then. I'm not going to force my will on you. Are you kidding me? No way. Oh, wait, it's my show.
No.
No, the people have spoken.
All right, that's all you get then. That's all you get.
Thank goodness.
All right, so I got some birthdays to get to. Hey, Wally, could you give my wonderful wife, Beth, a birthday wish? And I would like everyone to sing this song so we can do that. We haven't done the song in a while. Happy birthday from all of us to you. We wish it was your birthday so we can party too.
Hey.
There you go. And said we spent 3 days in Washington getting her passport renewed, etc. Wonderful time. Used Uber twice, even at night. Wow, that's going risky. But we loved it. And my question is, how many of you have been to Washington, and what was your favorite thing in Washington,
Washington.
D.C.?
Oh.
You've been
Oh,
to Washington.
DC.
You've been to D.C.?
Yes, it was a long time ago.
Was it like a
and
high
I
school trip?
barely remember it. No. I remember we were in a trailer. We were good to just
That's
stay
right.
here. No, it was a trip with my mom. I think I was like 7 or 8, so I don't really remember it. I
Did
do
they
remember
hitch your
seeing-
school up to a semi and just drive you there?
Now that's too expensive.
Yeah.
We hooked it up to a tractor.
Okay,
you go.
hey, that sounds right.
I do remember seeing that Abraham Lincoln monument, the thing that
Where
you know,
he's a
sitting in-
vampire.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, he killed a vampire. Do you know
Yes,
that?
I
He's
didn't
a
know
vampire
that.
slayer. No, the one where he sits in the chair and
Yeah.
it's really
Yeah,
big.
It's on the
All that.
penny.
No.
Is it the dime? No, this is penny.
Penny is
No,
Abraham
his
Lincoln.
face is on the penny.
But I think
On the back.
On the
Is it?
back, yeah.
Pretty sure.
Anywho.
Look at your paycheck.
I went for
Awful
my
that.
senior trip in high school.
Oh, okay.
And the coolest part for me, we went to the Spy Museum that's there.
Oh, I didn't
Um,
know that. That's
yes,
kind of cool.
and that was a lot of fun. It had like a lot of artifacts from actual spies
Oh, no way.
and stories of spies. and
This
stuff.
reminds me, and I can't believe that I haven't told you this until now, but you saying spies reminds me.
You're a spy. You're here to
Yes,
kill me. You're here to
yes,
kill me. You're killing me now.
Yes, all of the above. There is a store in downtown Franklin.
The spy store.
Yeah, have you been to that?
No.
Yeah.
I don't know what they sell.
They sell hidden cameras. I have them in the office.
You can't know.
That's creepy.
Yeah.
I don't know what they sell,
at my
but
house.
it's called the Spy Store.
Yeah. They sell hidden cameras. They sell like night vision goggles. They sell all
It's
this.
right across from Puckett's.
It's all the
we
stuff
should,
guys
we should
would
do
want.
a day downtown Franklin soon. Just walk
Let's-
around.
Oh, when they're gone.
No, I
Let's
meant
do
with
it.
all
Yes,
of us.
let's
Yes,
do
yes,
it.
and then
let's do
film it.
It'll be work too, and so
Yes.
yeah, it'll be great.
We'll
Yep.
film it.
Done.
A trip to Franklin. Now, if you want us to do that, hit us up with the lit emoji.
Wait, but then we won't know which they're voting for.
Oh, we
we'll
know.
No.
You did get a few more to come through.
Oh, I knew I would.
Because there's a delay.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, there are like 5 more. 5. You said 10.
I said 3.
3.
Oh.
But, you know.
Ooh, we're getting a bunch of lits.
For us, have a fun day.
Yeah, for sure. This is terrible.
Now,
This
when you
is
walked
so
out of the studio
bad.
that day, were you like, guys, we killed it with this. This
Nailed
is going
it.
to be, we're going to go big time.
When I walked out of the studio and I got in my Camaro that day, I was like, you know what? All we got to do is get this in the right hands, and we're going to be huge. We're opening for Barron Cross next week. That's
Johnny
gonna be
Carson's
huge.
going to call. We're going to play on the show.
Yeah.
Ooh, is this Phil Collins or Heaven's Fire? Michael wants to know.
What?
Thank you, Michael. Phil Collins is
Where's
fantastic.
the drum solo? Oh,
Big note.
this is so bad.
No, it gets good right here.
Is that why the tempo had to be so low, so slow, so they can get all those?
So I could, so I could play along with it.
Yeah.
There you go. Bekah's a singer and a performer. She understands this. It's sometimes you have to slow it down.
Yeah.
You can't be on 11 all the time. You can't.
Can we do a ska remix of your album?
Oh, that'd be awesome. Oh, so there you go. That was a
Wow,
treat for
that's so
everybody.
I've been to DC many times, by the way.
Yeah.
And
What's
I
your
love
favorite? Air and Space Museum.
Free museums is my favorite thing.
Air and
Oh
Space.
yeah, all
All the
yes,
museums are free. It's
which
fantastic.
is fantastic.
Yeah, like my favorite was the Air and Space Museum as a kid,
loved
and then
it.
I went back as an adult, and I still like that. But then I actually like the not natural history, the one that's like American history.
Oh yeah, I know.
What is it?
Is
American
it American history?
Is that what it's called?
It might be, but it has
Yeah.
like the pop culture
Yes,
section.
yes.
That was cool.
Like Fonzie's jacket and stuff like
But
that in there.
The problem is that that's only one little section of that museum. Like the
Yes.
rest of the museum. Now, when I was there, they had a display of a flag, a really famous flag that was flown.
A grand old flag.
Yes.
Was it high flying?
No, but it was like they had to keep it in a dark room because it was so old and so
And
tattered.
the light
and
would mess it up.
yeah, it was huge, and it was from like a famous.
Like
Did it inspire
battle.
the Star
battle.
Spangled Banner?
Maybe
Oh, that'd
it
be a
was.
good one.
It was
War
like
of 1812?
partially restored. I think that might have been it. I don't know, but that was cool. But I agree with Zach. Like, it's fantastic that their museums are free. Now, I didn't get to go to the natural history one, which if I get
Where
to go
there's
back
a
to
mammoth.
if I get to go back to DC, I really want to do that because my school was so conservative that they didn't like all the mentions of
Because it's
evolution.
evolution. Oh,
Yes.
that's great.
So we weren't allowed to go, and
That's
that was
so
like
fantastic.
when we were looking through the brochures, we're like, look at all the things that the cool with the animals, and they're
So
like,
fantastic.
No, we can't
I
do
love
that."
being so scared of something like that you don't at least experience it and then provide your belief system to it.
Yeah.
Like, why as a teacher you can't go, all right, so we're going to go to the Museum of Natural History. All right, so we've talked about evolution in class, or have we? And so there's people that believe in evolution, that the world evolved from nothing, and here is kind of their homage to that. But now we believe something different. Like, why you can't balance those two? Why you skip out on a whole
Because
thing?
you're giving them money
'Cause
to
you're-
support their
But it's free.
museum.
Yeah, but it's free.
Oh,
Oh,
never mind.
I will say too, in DC we did the Holocaust Museum.
That I've
Which
never been to that.
It's hard to mark as your favorite experience,
Right.
but it's definitely something that I think if you're ever in a city that has one, like it is definitely worth doing. I think everyone should experience.
My wife and
that.
my daughter went to that, and my daughter just lost it. Like
It's
when
moving.
you come through the train car, I guess is how you enter
Mhm.
through the museum there, and she just lost it. And she met a survivor, and Haley just like almost fell into her arms, just sobbing. It's like, oh my gosh, it hit her so
It's
hard.
heavy. It's something that like I wasn't looking forward to by
Right.
any means, but I was so glad we got to do it. And I expected to be like, okay, we'll breeze through this, but you just stop and read everything.
Yeah, that's one of those things you start talking about that and you go, oh, I should watch Schindler's List again. It's such a good movie. There's also a new movie coming out called The Zookeeper's Wife.
Oh,
and
I saw that,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's about the Holocaust.
Oh,
and,
really?
And I guess I've only seen little bits of the trailer, but it seems like she's running some zoo or something, and she's saving Jewish people and hiding them there. I don't know all the thing, but it looked like, oh, I want to see that.
The other thing I really like in DC is just seeing the Capitol building. Like, you don't realize how big it is till you're there in real life. There's something awe-inspiring about it because you see it your whole life.
Mhm.
It's not as big as the Texas state capitol, but Texas people are really,
Is Texas bigger for real?
yeah, in Austin.
Oh, good for them.
Yeah, they're very proud of that.
'Cause
They're
I've
ready
been-
to be
I've-
their own country.
I've been
Yes.
to both, and I don't remember. I don't remember them.
It's not as awe-inspiring as the DC one for someone.
Yeah, like because the one in Texas has this cool thing where you can stand in the middle and talk, and you can whisper, and somebody can hear you because of the dome.
I think you can do that. And
Probably
that's at DC too.
It's probably a dome concept.
Anything around. Like, there's a park near us that we do that in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Anyway.
All right. Let me see. Last birthday here. Hey, Wally and squad. I'm also copying Zach on this because I have a feeling this message is so long, Wally will not take the time to read all the words and will scan everything. Exactly. Also, Zach, feel free to jump in and answer the question. So, skipping down. My worst birthday is on Good Friday, and I assume you guys will not be on the air. That is very true. We have Good Friday off because we are a Christian company, and I'm so thankful they do that for us. So please wish my wife, Kelsey, a happy 27th birthday.
Happy birthday, Kelsey!
Happy birthday, Kelsey. We're both excited for her birthday and announcing that we are pregnant with our second child. So congratulations on both both accounts there. We announced our first birth on my birthday in 2013, so it works out perfectly to do this on hers.
Oh,
so
are
there
we
you go.
announcing it right now?
we
Is this
just-
breaking news?
We just did,
What?
actually. Yeah.
What? This should be a much bigger deal.
I know. I should have had
Guess
a
who's
fanfare.
pregnant?
Yeah.
Not
See,
Bekah.
I can't remember their names.
Kelsey and Michael. I should have let Zach read
It's funny
this.
because Michael's on pretty much every precast, but I haven't seen him comment yet on this one.
Oh, the irony.
So he's gonna be a little bummed about that.
Oh, that is a bummer. I tried.
Missed it.
A fun question is, what children's show or movie annoys you the most, but you've been sucked into watching it? Like with your kids, Zach. Do you have anything like that yet? I'm surprised because before you had Anna, you judged a parent that would sit their kid in front of the TV and watch. But now you see the genius of that.
Well, and the need for it.
Yes.
But you have to be careful. Like we try not to do it for too long, and only when we need it.
I was raised by television,
Yeah.
and my daughter was also. Like
She
I
watched-
loved it.
There's some song she watched, I think, 10 times yesterday on YouTube. Just as soon as it was over, she'd want to
Yeah.
watch it again. It was like some Twinkle Twinkle thing.
Yeah, there were a bunch of annoying shows when she was little that I would get stuck in and pull in. There was one she watched with Disney, and it go walking right down the middle of Main Street, USA, and so we'd sing that song and stuff, and you get them stuck in your head, and at some point you just lose your will to live and you just give in.
Yeah, it's not. For some reason, the narrator on Thomas the Train drives me crazy.
Oh yeah. I'm
It
surprised she
shouldn't,
likes Thomas the Train.
She does. I think it's because it's more like a book reading experience because the shots are all still and it's like a narrator narrating it all. I think it's a good transition from books to.
Look at you, still trying to
So you
make it
tell yourself.
trying to make it
She's
seem
just very
educational.
smart.
Reading.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically reading.
Yes, basically. All right, we got some news and least of these to get to before we get out of here. Let's start with news. You turned off your mic.
I did.
Dan.
Well, it's funny because I moved my microphone before I turned it off. I was like, oh, I should have turned my mic off, and then I turned it off. And anyway, this is a really quick story about a Great Pyrenees dog who escaped from an animal hospital he was staying at. He was being boarded there while his family was on vacation, and it's really impressive, his escape. He not only got out of his kennel door, he was able to open that with his mouth, so he gets out. He's out in the vet clinic. And then there's another door that gets, for where the kennels were. He opens that. He, turns the doorknob with his mouth, opens, pulls that door open and is able to slip on through.
It's so cute.
Goes down the hallway, passes big stacks of dog food, kind of sniffs them, keeps walking, and then finds the exterior door and makes his grand escape by once again opening that door as well.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
It's
And
magic.
You'd think that he's trained to do this, but his family said that he doesn't get out like this. It's not something he's done before. They think that because they were on vacation that he might have been looking for them.
Oh.
So it's like Homeward Bound.
Wow.
It's the plot of Homeward Bound.
He broke out of all of those places. Quick, name that dog, Betty Rock.
What?
Name that dog.
Oh,
That's a great name.
Yeah.
Get over here.
Come here, Stutter.
I can't
Stutter,
think
get
of
over
any-
here.
What's that guy that can open anything with a rubber band and a toothpick?
MacGyver.
MacGyver!
Great name. Name that dog.
Houdini.
Perfect. Zach, name that
Oh.
dog.
I wasn't paying attention.
Bob.
I'm sorry, we were done talking about my daughter. So
Yeah, I
stop
checked out.
listening.
You could go with Blaine or Henning, all magicians. What's the guy that made the Statue of Liberty disappear and was very flamboyant?
Copperfield.
Yes, that's it. That'd be another great dog name
Yeah.
for that dog that escaped. All right, so there you go. That didn't work. I think that was the last news story.
Yep.
Least of these, Betty Rock.
Okay, mine has to do with Scott Stapp. You remember him as the lead singer of
The Bond Creed.
Creed, yes. So he claims that he got a visit from the ghost of the lead singer of Stone Temple Pilots,
Okay.
Scott Weiland.
Weiland. Scott Weiland.
Weiland.
Died of a drug overdose.
So what happened was the band that he's in, he's not with Creed anymore, but the band that Scott Stapp was in, they rented the same tour bus that other Scott
That
Weiland
Weiland had.
died in.
Okay.
And so Stapp was in the bathroom looking at the mirror, and he said he could feel or sense the presence of Weiland.
Right.
And he was telling him, this could have been you, and this could be you if you continued down that path. So don't do what I did. Don't go down that road. And he said it was a God moment,
Yeah.
turned his life around. He said he was not taking any drugs that would
At the time.
cause him to hallucinate.
Because Stapp is one of these guys. Like the whole Creed story is kind of interesting. They were huge. Then they became a punchline, and he kind of lost his mind, and he, started drinking again and drugs. Then he came back and got it all cleaned up and kind of saved his family. And then he relapsed, and I think I want to say that he
I
got
thought
divorced.
he fell off a balcony at one point and hit his head because he was going to try and
Right.
end his life.
Right.
And he fell off of a balcony into another balcony, and this other guy saved him.
Yeah, so there's been this roller coaster of addiction and dysfunction
No, bless him.
that cycles around him, and so look, sometimes you have to go through that process, and hopefully this is the last time that he does, and it really hits home. I don't believe in ghosts visiting people at all, but I do believe you can have those God moments where you're standing there and God reveals something to you of like you're going down the wrong path.
Mhm.
You need to change this. Like Balaam and the donkey and the invisible angel with the sword and stuff. Like I do think that stuff in versions maybe with him thinking he sees Scott Weiland being that God moment. Like I could see that happening.
It is kind of a creepy story, though. Like the way.
You want to tell a creepy story?
What?
I thought we were sitting around a campfire.
No, I don't like creepy
I don't know what
stories.
just happened.
Okay.
Zach and Wally were laughing about something. I don't know.
It's because it got awkward because he likes to get on soapboxes sometimes and then talk. And then when he's done, we have nothing else to say. And so he just.
Well, he wraps it up in a nice bow, and then
Yeah.
it's like,
Mhm.
well, that was a complete thought.
Agree.
Agree.
I don't know if anybody had anything else to say about Stapp.
No,
No,
that's
'cause
not something I spent
I
time
kept
thinking
wanting to
about.
make jokes about something being higher, or he had a
Creed
but,
jokes.
But then the story got sad, and it seemed inappropriate.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I was out.
He made it into a Family Force 5 song.
Yeah.
But you're
Stapp
looking
did?
like Scott Stapp. Yeah, remember?
I don't
Just
remember that.
another redneck from back in the woods, not a country gentleman that can bring the goods.
Nice. Is that is that Country Gentleman? Is that song? Okay.
Mama, what you got cooking up in that kitchen? Talk about fried chicken.
Nice.
So food and everything you cook is so good for the southern man like me.
Yeah. Well, I hope Scott Stapp turns it around.
Go ahead, sorry.
No. There's one time. It's weird.
Go
like
ahead.
I had this weird thing where our worlds kind of intersected for a little bit, and he like sent me his whole album one time, like to listen to before they released it. No. I'm telling a story.
I wasn't doing
Yeah, you're doing the drop the name thing. We've already dropped
Did
the
you guys
name.
shop at the same leather pants store?
No. I couldn't afford where he shopped. I got mine at Discount Leather
Okay,
Pants
so
Store.
the same pirate shirt.
Yes.
store.
No, that I could afford. Anyone can afford a pirate shirt. And actually, you cannot spend enough money on a a pirate shirt. You need that. I
Sorry
feel,
to make fun of you, Scott.
I know, because the
I
guy
actually
was,
really like him.
the guy was huge, yeah. And like all the times that I've talked to them, I do enjoy him. I feel bad for him being on that ride. Like I get addiction, and I understand that, and it's horrible, and you have the best intentions to change, and then you can relapse and stuff. So my hope is that he really will get that, and it's frustrating because like I loved the music of Creed, but the last stuff that he had sent me, I'm like, I don't see it getting played anywhere, and stuff. And so I hope that this epiphany happens for him, and I hope that he produces something that could actually be played somewhere where people could hear it and hear his story. I would love that. But it still has to sound, it can't sound, from the 90s. You have to, it's that trick for bands of updating without like feeling like they're just kind
Losing your identity.
Yeah, it's a tough thing, man. And rock has kind of died a lot in mainstream stuff. Stations where you used to have alternative rock, that's just all but gone. And so now you have what they call active rock, and so it's the mixture of old Creed and then Five Finger Death Punch, and then some AC/DC. It's this weird mix of rock music because there's not just one genre to be played now.
Active rock, for some reason, I picture baby boomers doing water aerobics to, as they get older.
I have been
Anyway.
listening to Pandora more, and I found out Pandora, if you don't turn off the cellular streaming, when I would get in my truck, my phone would sync and it would automatically start playing Pandora and just streaming it. It had some auto feature where even if I hadn't had the app open, it would automatically start. So I had to turn off cellular data to keep that from streaming all the time.
Yes.
Back
But-
to
And if you want to hear some good Christian rock music, just go to waynation.com.
Oh yeah.
Lots of this is
No.
we can't secure the rights to play this on the Power FM stream. at
No, I'll give you the rights. You can
waynation.com.
have it. You don't have to pay me anything.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. I don't need to pay. I don't need to be paid anything. This is my gift to the world.
When rights are so wrong.
Yeah.
We have spent way too much time talking about rock. Someone pointed out that our eyes are glossed over. And that is true.
That's true.
But I want to go
Okay,
back
let's
to
talk about shopping.
No, I want to go back to something actually really, really important.
Good.
Michael and Kelsey's announcement, like he's commenting. He actually is on the live stream now.
Oh, good. Hey, Michael.
So they have not actually officially announced until tomorrow, and so he's going to share the section of this video with it.
Nice.
So I think we maybe need a redo for him, so it's a
Mhm.
little bit more exciting. Because he hasn't even told anybody yet on Facebook. Like
Oh,
we're
yeah.
breaking the news. This is a big deal.
That's a scary place to be.
yeah.
Yeah, and because that's a big baby for them. I wish we had the Royal Baby song.
That's
Royal
a big baby for them.
Royal Baby. It's a big announcement for them.
Yes.
Michael and Kelsey have a baby. Royal baby. Royal baby. Michael and Kelsey have a baby. Woo, woo, woo. There you go.
See, that's better.
That's better.
We
yeah.
try sometimes.
Sometimes. Not on the day before our day off. All right,
Oh, my
so
word.
that is going to do it. We are off tomorrow for Good Friday.
Thank
And
you, Jesus.
we definitely hope you have a great Friday, not just a good Friday.
And I'm out Monday.
Oh,
so
I forgot about that.
Yeah, sorry. There probably won't be a video thing because you guys don't care to figure it out.
Oh, yeah, on Monday.
Yeah, you're about to say can't figure it out. That's not the problem.
Can't care
Don't
to.
you worry.
Yeah, yeah. Bekah knows how to do it. Betty knows how to do it.
But exciting
Oh, you
stuff.
do?
No,
The video?
I know how to upload it on YouTube. I don't know how to start it.
Oh.
But I start Zach's diet on Sunday, and I
Yeah.
have my box of food out there. Gotta go through that
Oh,
later.
yeah.
So we'll have a try it diet update for you on how that goes.
Yeah, without Zach being here, even.
I know.
I'll still coach you if you want to, usually when someone starts this, you do a daily call for the first week to try to talk them through things.
Oh my gosh.
Day 1 is real easy. Day 2 is a little hard. Day 3, day 4 is really hard. And
Day
then
4,
you wake up.
you want to eat the box.
Yeah, then day 5 and on, you wake up and you're like, oh, this is easy. I'm
Really?
fine. Yeah.
Well, he's asking you. I mean, he's inviting you to call him.
Mm.
On his
I-
vacation.
That's fine.
Onboarding.
I have the
Text at
emails.
all.
I'll just forward those to you one each day.
That's not boring. That's too boring. I
All
need
right.
time.
Let's call it. It's almost Good Friday. So
Happy
Happy
Easter!
Easter!